I thought I was so bad, wrong, ugly.
When I was young, I didn't have a role model to look up to.
You need to accept yourself the way you are.
If you got big size 12 feet like me, well, God, you're going to be spending a couple of $100 a pair of shoes.
When you come out as a Lesbian, they go, you just need to be fucked right.
What's Mr. Gay New Zealand cooking up for the Proud Party this Saturday night? This is Gay Talk Tonight's daily coverage of the Auckland Pride Festival. Well, almost in the last stretch, but there's still plenty to see and do. Coming up this Saturday is the Proud Party. It finishes the entire festival. Massive event down at the newly renovated Victoria Park Market. Now, here to talk about his part in it is the newly crowned Mr. Gay New Zealand, Chris Olwage.
When Julian asked me if I'd like to choreograph for the Proud Party and do an all-male segment, he was kind of like, yeah, free reign. I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? And then I thought about performances and what I like to do and what I really appreciate when I go out and see theatre, and that's, I love the unusual, and I like something dark and sensual, and I think as a community we're often quite there's the glitz and the glamour, the heavy makeup, the sequins, the rhinestones, and I thought, you know, maybe I'll turn away from that a little bit and go down a less travelled route. And what I've come up with is a boylesque performance. So there will be flesh involved, hopefully just enough, not too much. And I'm combining my love for acrobatics and dance and contemporary into an overall performance piece. So I'd like to think it's going to be an Oriental Cirque type performance, but how it's going to be received is yet to be found out. I'm hoping people are going to like it. There's a lot of time and effort and many hours sewing and creating and designing that I've got into the process, and like I said, the little ball of tension over here is just, it's building and building, but the few people that have seen what I've created so far have been really sort of excited about it actually, so I'm quite excited to sort of put it out there, and this is my first sort of solo project that I've ever committed to an event per se. So, you know, I hope I do a good job, and hopefully this leads on to other things.
And what about the rehearsal time, etc.? How much prep have you had to put in?
Well, when I found out that I was going to be doing this, I was in Bintan in Club Med as a guest performer doing shows there most nights of the week. So having to come back from that to here and then having to sort of source my dancers, which at the moment is extremely hard because of the Fringe Festival, most people are already doing things. So I had a list this big, and then I had to whittle it down to just this much. And that was, it was quite hard hitting, to be honest. People that I wanted to use were just unavailable or were in other places in the country and would have liked the work, but were just unable to get here for the rehearsal process. And then having to make it all work together because everybody has different timetables. So I currently do 2 rehearsals a day, one in the morning with one half and the other one in the evening with the other half. And occasionally we get together. I think this last Sunday was the first time we were actually able to get all together in the whole 3.5 week period that I've been rehearsing them. So yeah, it's been an interesting event and a learning curve. And like I said, hopefully the fruits of the labor are sweet and everybody enjoys the product.
Well, that was Mr. Gay New Zealand, Chris Olwage. You can see a longer interview with him on Gay Talk Tonight, March 3rd. Don't forget the Proud Party at the newly renovated Victoria Park Markets this Saturday. Do go along. That's it for this show. I'll see you back tomorrow.